Adelaide, one of the finest Formula One circuits to ever host a Grand Prix, and is definitely up there as one of the forgotten tracks of Formula One, and one where people constantly ask, will it ever come back? It hosted the Australian Grand Prix between 1985 and 1995, and was host to some of the most memorable moments in Formula One history, such as Nigel Mansell's tyre exploding during the 1986 Grand Prix, and the 1994 Grand Prix where we saw Schumacher and Damon Hill coming together in what was a title deciding moment. But since 1995, the Adelaide Street Circuit has somewhat been forgotten in the history, with only some smaller racing events taking place since then. Whilst the Australian Grand Prix has been held at the Albert Park Street Circuit in Melbourne, and just like Adelaide, has also been witness to some of the most incredible moments in Formula One history. And in 2022, things are a lot different than what they were in 1995. Cars are bigger, faster, and the whole politics is just getting a bit too much. So for this video, I thought we'll try a little experiment and wind back the clock a little bit to 1995, but we shall place the 2022 F1 cars on the grid instead of those from 95, and see whether it is still possible to race at the Adelaide Street Circuit in the 2022 Formula 1 cars, and to see whether it is still possible to host a Grand Prix at the Adelaide Street Circuit, and if so, will it ever return? So get strapped in, because this is surely going to be a wild one. So let's get into this. Hey guys, welcome to the grid. Here we are at the starting grid of the Adelaide Street Circuit for the 2022 Australian Grand Prix, or 2023, whatever. FYI, if you're watching, make it happen. So, before I get into things, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you that have subscribed. The other day we reached 100 subscribers on this channel. I know for a lot of people that's just nothing, but for me it means so much, and I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you that have subscribed. This is only the start of this channel. It's still got so much that I want to do, so much I want to achieve, and so many of you I want to entertain. So yeah, just a huge thank you to all of you. I really appreciate it, and here's to another 100, eh? So the other day, whilst I was at work, me and my friend, we were chatting away, and Adelaide was mentioned in the conversation, and I think he said, oh, it'd be cool to see if F1 cars nowadays can still perform at the Adelaide Street Circuit. So I thought, hang on, I could actually do that. It is possible in sim racing. So I thought, hey, let's do this in a video. So obviously, as I said in the intro, we're going to do a quick race on the Adelaide Street Circuit in the modern F1 cars. We're here in the VRC Formula Alpha 22, and this is going to be a little bit intense. I've done a bit of practice on it. It's not so bad in these cars. It's a lot worse in the cars from the 80s, so like the Lotus 98T around here with a manual gear shifter. I'll have a worn out right hand, and not in the way you'd think, because a lot of areas will be going from 6th to 1st, especially at the end of the Bradman Straight. Here I haven't got a problem because obviously lovely paddle shifters. So here's starting second of the grid. We've got the starting grid from this year's Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne. I'm taking the place of Max Verstappen, second of the grid. Got Charles Leclerc over there. Sergio Perez and Lando Norris is behind me. So I'm a little bit nervous for this one. I think once we get past the first chicane, which is just ahead of us, I think we'd be fine. If we make it through there, I've done a little bit of a I let the AI do their thing, and just made sure like the entire grid didn't retire on the first lap. So, and that doesn't happen. I'm sure with me driving and being involved, I'm sure it probably will. The other thing is, because there's no designated DRS zones, all the AI will have their DRS open pretty much the entire race. So I've lowered the AI difficulty just to give myself a little bit of an, equal feel, because obviously, I'm not going to have my DRS open the entire time. So enough rambling. I think we should get on with this. So, whew, let's go. Okay then. I'm nervous. Love the sound of this car. Alright, let's go. Come on. And it's lights out and away we go. I got to a good start. Not so bad. We go down to the first chicane. And all is good. We made it through without dying. Second gear now. Tight and twisty section. Very narrow streets. It's very much like Monaco, but unlike Monaco, you can actually overtake here. I'm actually keeping up with Leclerc somewhat. I'm still in second, which I'm very surprised about. Alright, I open DRS here. Still got Norris behind me. Down to fourth for the Bradman Straight. The infamous Bradman Straight. Now, I'm going to brake about here because it's just such a hard braking zone. Now, I forgot to mention we're doing 7 laps here. But so far, I'm enjoying it. This is pretty good. As we finish the first lap, we're still in second. What an achievement, guys. No crashes. Nearly. No crashes. No drama. All is well. And we could still potentially catch up to Leclerc. We're only 3 seconds behind. Ooh. You got a little bit wrong there. Still got Norris right behind me. Get that DRS open. I've just installed a new air freshener. Just squirted a load of air freshener right into this region. I can just taste the lavender. Is Norris trying to make a move on me? I'll give him a little bit of room. Off you go then, mate. Okay. Ooh. Okay then. Bit of a friendly tap there from my friend Lando Norris. Who ignored me a good bit last year. People don't forget. I'm joking. We weren't allowed to say hello because of COVID. Oh well. Not that I'm jealous. Let's try and follow him through here. We might be able to make a sneak overtake. Maybe not. Yeah, I wouldn't want to try overtaking around here. There's no point. Look how narrow it is. I think the only overtaking spots would be the 2 straights and the start-finish straight as well, which is still technically part. Well, it's the only purpose-built part of the track, and the annual, I think it's the Adelaide like Motorsport Festival or something like that. Oh god. Sorry. That takes place on this part where we are now, the purpose-built section of the street circuit, where they have, obviously, it's kind of similar to Goodwood in a way. They have just loads of selections of cars and F1 cars as well. So it's pretty. It looks like a pretty good event. You want to really avoid those curbs. They will really mess up your car. I think that's the only problem with this circuit. These curves, especially the ones on the left, if you touch them, your car will go flying. Especially when you look back at the history of Adelaide, a lot of cars, as soon as they touch the those sort of temporary curbs, they will just go flying, and their race is ruined. Oh god. Didn't expect that, but we've retaken second. But we nearly went on that curb on the left there and ruined my entire race. But Leclerc is just going away. Come back. Good amount of skid marks on the road back there. So lap 5 now, so we're nearly finished. Ooh, got a little bit loose there. It's probably my favourite part of the entire track, that bit after the chicane, that really fast left-hander. Because even back in the 80s and 90s, that was still a flat-out corner. And it's just brilliant. We're actually still keeping up with Leclerc. We're not like mega behind him. I keep my finger on the EOS button, try and get a bit of, try and keep up to Leclerc here. We are only 2.5 seconds now. I've got a bit of hair in my eye. I need a haircut, guys, and there's a little bit of my hair in my headset here interfering with my left eye. It's going to hamper my race. You can hear me screaming down the radio saying, hey, what? Hey Charles, I'm coming back for you. And no one's retired. That's very surprising. When I did the test run, there's about 5 people retired on the first lap because they kept coming into contact with these curbs that you're seeing over there. Oh, that's nice. That felt good. Now, will we be able to take Leclerc before the end of this race here? Potentially. But I think my mind is already made up as to whether Adelaide could return in F1. What do you guys think? Alright, last lap now. Well, this is only going to be a quick race anyway. Ooh, got a little bit loose there. Ooh, nearly had a Schumacher and Hill moment there. Even though it was here, I think. Just remember my Walker's excitable yes!
Time! Yeah! Hill goes.
Oh, and then realisation it's all good. Alright, I might try in there. Whoa. Let's try and do this, guys. Let's try and overtake Leclerc. We're quite a while behind him, but we'll give it a good go. Damn it! Went too deep. Oh well. Don't think we're going to get any more opportunity to make an overtake. But this has been fun. Should have done it for longer, really. Oh, he's locked up. Oh, wait. That was my fault. Oh well. And we crossed the line. Race over. Oh yeah, I've still got a cooldown lap enabled. Oh well, I could do my outro this way. I actually quite like doing my outros like this. So guys, that was Adelaide 2022. I know nowadays it's a lot shorter than what we are seeing here, but if Adelaide was ever to consider bringing back F1 and FIA like the idea, I would say it's possible. I'd say it's still raceable. We had overtakes. I mean, admittedly, only in one area. But hang on, let me just say hi to Charlotte. Hey, hey, good race. Hey, hello, good race, huh? Why are you ignoring me? Come on, man. You brake tested me. It's glued onto me, thank you. Oi! I'm sorry. I'll do my outro, I'll be mature. Sorry. Anyway, yes, it's definitely possible. And I encourage you to try this out. If you have this track and you have these cars, or any sort of modern Formula 1 car, definitely try this out. That was actually really fun. It went a lot better than I expected it. As we go into formation, look at this. As we wave to the crowd. Hi, hi. Anyways, guys, once again, thank you so much for subscribing. And that Assetto video that I did recently is going really well. I'm really pleased to see that. And like I said, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me to have, you know, now it's over 100 subscribers, so thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me, and like I said, here's to another 100. So thank you, and stick around. We've got plenty more content coming up soon, especially the Story F1 series starting again October 9th, so stay tuned for that. And until then, guys, until the next video, take care and see you later.
And into the pit lane. Oh!